Hello, welcome to Eagle Eyed. I'm Bill Baker. Today we have Eagle number 533, Kapeli Pifeleti. KP checks in during his off day to talk about the upcoming Saracens seasons. And I say seasons because we're continuing last season, and we're also going into the Leinster match in the Champions Cup, and then the future of the team in the Championship. We cover his schoolboy days in England, all the way up to the Saracens Academy, to England U18, and then his first cap for USA against Brazil, albeit 32 seconds of it. It's a fun conversation. Hope you enjoy it. Hey, KP, thanks for joining me. I know on your off day, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I really do appreciate you calling in and touching base. You're pretty busy in training right now, right?
Yeah, so we're back into games this weekend. Obviously, just finished like a 5-6 week preseason. It's pretty tough. So, yeah, we're back into games this weekend.
And considering travel and all that stuff, obviously your club's taking all these precautions for the coronavirus. So what's that look like for you?
So like before this week, when we just had training, we used to get tested every Monday. But from now on, we had to get I think moving forward, we have to get tested twice a week.
Wow.
So we got tested Monday and we got tested again today, just so like the risk of getting spreading the virus on the weekend is less.
I was reading that the Premiership has their own strict guidelines. Have you been reading up on those at all? Has the club been sharing those with you?
Yeah, we've been told, and the club's also very strict about it. And in terms of going out on the weekend, mostly what you do away from the club, like going out to bars on the weekend, socialising with too much people, just putting yourself at risk or at fault, as they say.
I'm assuming you were pretty close with Titi over the past couple of years?
Oh, mate, yeah, Titi is an awesome lad, mate. I actually bought this sofa off him.
Oh, yeah?
Before he moved down to France. Yeah, Titi's a good lad. He's always just sticks to himself, but Titi's a positive person.
Yeah.
It's obviously a big loss of the club for him to leave, but I hope he does well for himself.
Yeah, absolutely. So stepping back a bit, I was reading up on your background. Born in Tonga, raised in England. Is that correct?
Actually, I was born out there. In America, so hence why I'm eligible. So I was born there and then went back to Tonga for a bit. And then I moved to England when I was 15, I think. And I came here for school. So lucky enough, Jamie George, who plays for the club, his dad, Ian George, was head of sports at the school I went to. And he worked with Saracens at the time, and somehow I think it was through Mako and Bill, my cousins, because they were doing so well that it opened up opportunities for their cousins, myself.
Right.
Haileybury, the school I went to, took a chance on me. Hadn't even seen me play. I just had to take an exam, and then I passed. I did well enough to come.
That's great. I know. I think Chris Wiles went to Haileybury as well.
Yeah.
Now they have a pretty good tradition of rugby at that school as well, and you played 15s, and I saw you played 7s as well.
Oh, mate. That was you only put me on for 2 minutes, and then I'll come back off. I'm not built for 7s.
Not many front rowers playing 7s.
No.
So what's your family's history in rugby? Did I read correctly? Was your father who played for Tonga?
Yeah, my dad was into rugby. Played for Tonga when he used to play rugby. And also my mum's side, there's a lot of rugby history in that as well. So my mum's actually a Vunipola. So all her brothers played rugby for Tonga. Well, most of them played rugby for Tonga. You got Mako and Billy and Manu as well. But also my cousins. I'm quite close with at the club.
So you mentioned your connection to Saracens, obviously with the school. And is that how you progressed into getting that U18 contract with Saracen?
Yeah, so when I was like I said, when I came over to England, played for the school obviously, and Haileybury being a partnering school with Saracens, I started training with the under-16s, and just went from there. Played under-17s, under-18s, and then they told me I was offered a contract. I had visa issues, but then in the end they sorted it out, and then obviously I'm with them now, which is awesome.
So moving on from there, so let's see. So you're selected to the England U18 side in 2018. And then you were also named later in the year to the roster of USA Selects in the American Pacific Challenge. Although unfortunately you didn't get on the field with them. I mean that's we're going back and forth between two countries there. With a little bit later, you getting your first senior cap for USA against Brazil. What was your thought there? Were you kind of in a quandary there? You had a chance to play for England, but you chose USA. What was behind that?
It was more just it just fell into place, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
I was just playing my rugby when I was in school, my last year, and then just everything happened. I got called into the England under 18s, which I wasn't expecting at all. Because I never went to the camps building up to the competition, so it was a bit of a surprise. And then obviously the club spoke to me about the whole USA thing, and I was keen on it, so just went with it.
Now, was that more, say, Gary Gold or somebody reaching out to you, looking at your interest for USA?
It's more so the club were like, you do know that you're eligible for America, Tonga, and at the time, well, it's done. At the time, I wasn't eligible for England because I had no English in me. At that time, USA were doing awesome. They also beat Scotland, beat Samoa as well. So it looked more appealing. So I just wanted to go with it.
Well, I guess, yeah, if you think about it, maybe it's a good thing you didn't get on the field and the USA selects the American Pacific Challenge against Tonga. That might have been some problems in your family.
Yeah, 100%. Because actually, when I went there was like some of my mates I used to know.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, I hadn't seen them in years, so like they all looked like massive and stuff. So I was like,
Wow.
good thing I didn't see up against these guys.
Did they gain some size on you over the years?
Yeah.
So going back to USA, your first cap was versus Brazil.
I actually came on for literally came on, do a line out, and then they blew the whistle and came on.
Kapeli Pifeleti.
But it was a good experience. Obviously, proud to make my debut for USA and play for the country, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was more so I think it was the Canadian game, the last game of I think it was ARC.
Yep.
I got quite a bit. I think I got like 10, 15 minutes, I think. I had a bit of a run with it. And then the third game, which I scored, was the PNC.
If you think about it, from like 2017 to 2019, man, you logged some serious rugby miles because you then went over to San Diego, correct, in early 2019, right before that first cap?
Yeah, I joined my brother, actually. So he used to be the Saracens as well, and then he went down to San Diego. And then obviously joined them for not last season, the season before. Yeah, and I had a hell of a time down there.
So as we mentioned, Saturday kicks off it continues the end of last season, and you keep going from there. And then the Champions Cup is about a month away versus Leinster, and then you move on from there to the championship. Is there any word on the championship? I was as well documented why you're there, the team's there, but is there a schedule out yet? Do you know anything about that?
We actually don't know about the championship yet because not even, I think there's only 2 or 3 teams in the championship that are back training right now.
Right.
So, whereas we're probably more focused on these next couple of games to make the most out of them. Obviously, had like a very grueling preseason, especially in this heat.
I bet.
But now we want to move on to the games and hopefully make the most out of it and take game by game. Like you said, obviously Leinster's a month away, but before that, we've got to go hard at these next Prem games.
So with this move for the club to the championship, whenever that happens, do you see it as a great opportunity for you to become more of a prominent role in the club?
Yeah, I see it as like a big opportunity, not just for myself, but most of the young lads with me, like my mates that I go around at the club. It'll be good to get some good game time, hopefully, but it's not guaranteed that we'll play. You still got to do well in like pre-seasons because everyone's pushing each other. And at this club I'm at, Saracens, so you got to make sure you're still working hard and proving yourself that you're worthy to be playing on the weekend.
Well, and we were going in the right direction before everything kind of crumbled here with the pandemic. I mean, you were getting more and more playing time, and a start here and there, and so the right direction, which is good. And for the future, how long you locked up with the Saracens for?
I've got this 2 more years basically. Like I said, this club's done loads for me. they've done loads for like Mako and Bill, for both my family, like, including myself, and just try to repay as much as I can by just playing rugby for them and trying to do my best.
Right, and it seems like a great place for you to be, especially with family, nearby, playing with family. It's pretty amazing, and even without TD there anymore, you got his couch. That's good. I know you're not playing this weekend, but good luck in the future, next few weeks, and can't wait to see you back out there, not only with Saracens, but with USA.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it a lot. Hope you have a good day.
Cheers, bro. You too.